EA Sports. Today's game features two first-round quarterbacks from Pac-12 schools. It's Marcus Mariota going up against Jared Goff. With that, we'll send you out west to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, where we'll hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we haven't had NFL football in this city for 22 years, but football is back here in Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Rams. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Mariota on first down. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On first down, Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Mariota now on 2nd down. And Walker with it over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Throwing is Mariota. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. The defense here for the Rams.
I played college football at the same time as T.J. McDonald's father, Tim. And what a great player he was. T.J. definitely is following in his father's footsteps.
2nd and goal from the 5. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. DeMarco Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out in the pistol. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we introduce you to these starters now, and Tavon Austin, a man who really doesn't need any introduction anymore in this league.
He did it all when he's at the University of West Virginia. Played wide receiver, slot, returned kicks, even lined up a tailback and ran for over 300 yards. All of those talents will be on display in this game.
Here we go. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He almost had it. The big D lineman Nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The starting defense for the Titans.
Terrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle, the best player on just about any team he would play on.
Goff now looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down, 8. Second down, Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So third down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. On third down, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, the Titans will turn it over to their punter since 2009, and that's Brett Kern. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On second down, here's Goff. Austin's got it left side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Goff on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This is taken at the 23. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The one running back is Gurley. Gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Gets it to Gordon. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Goff on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now the rookie's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. Look at the spin. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They come up in an offset eye. To throw is gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Daquan Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Austin now, Barney.
3rd and long. It's gone. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those, and maximizing opportunities.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The tackle that time by William Hayes.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Third down at 8 now. On third down, Mariota steps away to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A first down throw for Mariota. Flushed out right. And this one complete right side to Funchess. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The linebacker, William Compton, in on the tackle.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 5 yards to go. Walker, the tight end, in motion. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. Spinning past him. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Steps away. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out come the Titans now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
Gone, buying time to his left. And he floated one out there incomplete. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Ten yards still left on second down. They come out here in the I, and they'll go on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, They come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They come out here in the eye. Mariota now on 2nd down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Mariota. And Walker has it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll sneak it with Mariota. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good. gets Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm. I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And some room to roam now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Goff on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the veteran Brian Orakpo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs here. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels. Mariota going to give it to his fullback. This is Jalston Fowler. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing. Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
This is taken around the 12. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Watch him now, Barney! Detroit!
They come out here in the eye. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jarrell Casey in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field. As opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go!
Now Fowler, the fullback, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Keenum now to throw, eluding the pressure right. And his first throw here is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Goff. forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's second down.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing often gets thrown off. And on that play, that caused the incompletion.
Detroit! Now let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on third. Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Goff now looking to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Where's 52? Over.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he loses the football a second time. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. All right, now look at 56.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They come up in an offset eye. On 1st and goal, Gurley. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 3rd and goal. Can he off? And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
but they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.